on 2K Sports. Only one game away from Chicago here. The Bulls will be back home for the next one. They've hit a rough spot here early, but still have plenty of time in their season to find their way out.
You know, Kevin, this is a team that you would certainly not consider to be world beaters, but they certainly are better than what they've shown thus far. I mean, it'll be interesting to keep an eye on them the rest of the season.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. DeRozan with it. Butler covering. DeRozan dishes to Johnson. No good. Great defense that time from Noah. For Chicago, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And King, here we go.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
It's his first trip to the line. Good on both. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Lowry against King. Screened by Valanciunas. Valanciunas with a screen on Butler. Noah against DeRozan. Just 4 to shoot. Goes back up. No good from Valanciunas.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Gasol with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Here's King. Got a hand on it. It's DeRozan with the drive. After 2 misses to... start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
King, the pass to Gasol. The feed now to Dunleavy. Good looking screen by Gasol. Butler against DeRozan, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Chicago, they had gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Butler nails both of them. The Raptors have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Screen by Valanciunas. It's DeRozan with the drive. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Toronto shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Valanciunas. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Nicholson's checked in for Johnson. And a change for the Bulls. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. And he sinks the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. King with it. He kicks it to Dunleavy. Gasol with it. Working on Nicholson. The shot's good from Gasol. Raptors with the lead. Outside Lowry. Here's the floater. Gasol with the rebound.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. One player he doesn't want to overlook is Pau Gasol. He said Pau has that hook shot that is nearly impossible to guard, and that most of their defense on Pau will be centered around denying him the ball and forcing him to catch it away from the basket. We'll see if they can execute that plan, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Butler against DeRozan. Passes it to Nicholson. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
Okay, man, put your hands together for your dance time.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for DeRozan. Coming off a 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Portis, who's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jimmy Butler. Mirotic with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Shot clock at 3. And King, here we go. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And here's the break. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's King. Here's Portis. Stolen by Joseph. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Nicholson kicks to Joseph. Fires for 3. Here's Splitter, and the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And Toronto making a change here. Fouls checked in. Raptors have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team. It's been a bit ugly so far. I mean, it looks like they're still half asleep out there. Wake them up.
Yeah, with 3 turnovers already, Clark, this is not the start they had in mind.
And Joseph kicks to Nicholson. The baseline jam. And that's good for 2. Here's Dellavedova. King outside. No good again that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Toronto ahead, up 9. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale. Changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Portis, and King subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. DeRozan out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then it's Garrett Temple. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Johnson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. There's the pick. 5 to shoot. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Johnson's got his second bucket.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
A minute 50 left in the first half. Kicks to DeRozan. Shoots from 14. Chicago grabs the miss, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And, guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves seemed to be struggling. He had 6 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. A lot of players right now still getting going in this young season, but he's hit a patch here that's not a trend he wants to continue. The coaching staff told me it's not a major concern right now. It's a long season. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Doris. And just not the game he hoped to have, guys.
And I know he felt like he let his team down with that performance, and I'm betting he comes out here tonight with a lot of extra motivation.
Absolutely. The competitor in him is going to lead to playing with a chip on his shoulder. You can count on that.
Bulls trail by 11. Rose kicks to Mirotic. He dishes it to Gibson, and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Kyle Lowry is checked in for Toronto. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Down low, Nicholson. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Nicholson's got his third basket of the night right there. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. To the paint, here's King. Banked in off the glass.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And Lowry has it in the corner. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Raptors lead by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Pau Gasol. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Dunleavy. And King subbed in for Derrick Rose. So for Chicago right now, King, he's in at the point. Taj Gibson is out there with Portis. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dellavedova in at the 2. And Temple kicks to Joseph, and he gets it to go. Joseph's got 6.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
King outside, feeds it to Dellavedova. And King, here we go. Shot's good. He's got 9.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Joseph dishes to Temple. He feeds it to Nicholson. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And let's check out the numbers for Jimmy Butler. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 21 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Night in and night out, he's their #1 option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
And that one falls for Nicholson.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Chicago making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Powell, the pass to Joseph.
Bulls foul called.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact. And what a game for Joseph. He's got 8 points and 2 steals. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
How about the activity of those hands here today?
Shots good by Gibson.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Corey Joseph taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. He doesn't get the second one. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Charlotte.
And what got them that win was the remarkable success they had from the floor. I mean, just a tremendous shooting performance all the way around.
Hey, you can't expect that kind of shooting to happen all the time on a nightly basis. But when it does, boy, does it feel good and look good.
And here they go. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
First personal foul.
For Chicago, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. First free throw is good. Some changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Splitter. And it's DeRozan in for Powell.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Joseph, that's good. Chicago with the ball. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. King outside. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Joseph. No luck. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Toronto ahead, running away with it. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play. Teams deciding to change it up. 1:44 left to play here in the fourth. We've got Andrew Nicholson. Corey Joseph is out there with Lowry. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. The 3 ball. That's good from Mirotic on the assist from Dellavedova. 9 points for Nikola Mirotic.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Craig. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Valanciunas. He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Joseph. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Some changes for Toronto. Splitters checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Wennington comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. And the Bulls making a change also. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. Now the Bulls with it. Pass to Dellavedova. At the elbow, it's Noah. Noah with a screen for Mirotic. And King, here we go. That's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And here is Joseph. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And now
Kyle, how big a factor was the defense you guys played tonight?
You know, we focused in a lot on defense in the film session we did before the game. So we had to reemphasize the things that we worked on in the last couple of days of practice.
It seemed to play.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie. Jonas Valanciunas.
This guy's efficient. He don't believe in taking bad shots. He's all about...
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors. They'd love to get that first win against these guys. You've got to think the cards are stacked against them, but maybe they can try a different approach than they have so far and surprise some people.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the 3.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
That one is no good. Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
It's Curry outside from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Green with the block. It's tipped. Over in the corner, Barnes. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
This one for 3. Cannot hit. So Golden State will take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Westbrook, no good.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
He's about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, I see no birds up there.
No.
The 3 from Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Back to Curry. Second chance shot, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 5. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
No. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy. What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
And Westbrook, here we go. And here we go with Green. Nobody back. Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a goal. And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
Here's Waiters. It's tipped. And now, in transition, here we go. Iguodala.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
To the inside, here's Collison, and that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Foy, the pass to Collison. Singler dishes to Collison. And here we go. Warriors running again. From deep, Iguodala. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Spades has got his first bucket in this one.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
They grabbed their own miss with the fadeaway. Cantor kicks to Collison. Waiters gets a wide open look, but they recover it. Collison, the pass to Cantor. Singler. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And so here is Oklahoma City. 15-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And over time, it looked like
And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand. Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Verjao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. And remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Near the three-point line, it's Foy, and he overshot that one, missing.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Deep 2 from Singler. Verjao grabs the board. Verjao's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Green.
Timeout.
Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And Golden State also making a change. Bogut's checked in. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Thunder have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off. Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Warriors leading by 22. Jacks up a 3. Payne grabs the board.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, though, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past.
And the shot is good.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Westbrook missing again.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Got a piece of it. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. From deep. And it's Westbrook again missing.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And let's bring up a list of point guards that over the last month have been on fire from three-point land. Second, Stephen Curry.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Payne. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Curry. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Curry has been all sorts of trouble for him. He has 18 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. A slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Durant for three. The shot is off. Great D that time from Curry.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular, averaging 25 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Here's Livingston. And again, no good by Golden State. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. Durant just inside the line and misses it off the right side of the rim. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
And let's take a look now at Russell Westbrook's numbers. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Second in assists and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And, going back to him being one of the top dime droppers in the league, it's his ability to control the pace of the game and his peripheral vision. Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Warriors leading by 20. Here's Spates, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, that was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
Just tough and gritty with the elevation.
Start it.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. He shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
1:37 left in the first half. Durant for three. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually called.
Look at that.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. That unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Durant. Enes Kanter comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kyle Singler's checked in for Waiters. And it's Foy in for Roberson. They grab their own miss. Near the three-point line, it's Foy. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. That's not as easy as he made it look. Guys, you've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
Here's Cantor. They get the rebound. For three. Shot is no good.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
And it's Iguodala missing.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
And he gets it to go. Spades has got 6.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Westbrook can't get it to go. 4 seconds left. 2 on the clock. Livingston, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook. The Warriors have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game through the first half, that's for sure. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. He's in a crazy zone right now. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Thompson dishes to Bogut. Curry against Westbrook. And there's Green on the assist by Curry. 6 points for Draymond Green.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Didn't think that was going to go in. 22 points for Kevin Durant.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And even 3-on-3 break. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Now here's Curry. 23 points in the game. Takes a 3. Again, Curry missing. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. From deep 3-point range, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
Timeout, timeout. Start it.
Timeout called the Warriors. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And Curry, here we go. There's the dish to Thompson. Back to Curry. Barnes kicks to Curry. Lets it go from deep. That's good.
Hey,
Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Durant, that's good.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Curry against Westbrook. will not go. This is off the front iron.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Curry can't get it to go.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Warriors leading by 23. The tray. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. The wide open look for Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Verjau's checked in and going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Oklahoma City has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. For 3, Westbrook, no good. Curry with some nice D.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
For 3, Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Warriors have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Curry wide open, and the 3 ball is good. Curry's got 33 points.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
7 straight fast break points, Greg. They've got the defense gasping for breath right now.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Another 3 for Golden State.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Durant. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
The Thunder shooting 28% a go, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Stephen Curry. One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
Fade away. Cantor's shot is off, and it's Golden State's ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Putting you in. Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue. And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
No problems knocking that one down. Spades has got 8 points.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Iguodala no good.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here is Durant. He has 31. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. Verjau's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Singler, no good. Now the Warriors moving it up. Iguodala with the bucket.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And for the Thunder, they're shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Livingston is out there with Barbosa. Then there's Maurice Spates. Then it's Rush. And it's McAdoo in at the 4-man position.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Spates with the block. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Warriors.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Rush the pass to Livingston. Here's McAdoo. No good off the back of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Payne. Collison dishes to Cantor. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Payne gets a wide open look. And Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. A different look for Oklahoma City. McGarry comes in for Cantor. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Kyle Singler. The Warriors also with a sub. Clark, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. McGarry kicks to Collison. Puts it up from 15. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And Rush kicks to Livingston. Plenty of space. And he overshot that one, missing. Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Took him no time at all on that one.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. But they'll get another chance. Here's McAdoo. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
It's deflected. And it's the Warriors on the break. And that one's good by Clark.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Good chance here for Payne. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
But they recover it. Here's Clark. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
The Thunder shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Here's Livingston, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Kyle Singler's checked in for Oklahoma City.
All right.
Golden State also making some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for McAdoo. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Brandon Rush. Here's Clark. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Clark's gone 50% from deep tonight, making 2 of 4. And it's Foy missing.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Ennis Cantor's checked in for McGarry. And it's Payne in for Anthony Morrow. And the Warriors also making a change. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Ian Clark.
Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
Barbosa kicks to Spates. Barbosa with it. Now guarded by Payne. Livingston. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Stephen Curry. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Nobody near Barnes. And it falls over the rim and in.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Barbosa for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Livingston. Barbosa for 3. Off on that one. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy.
shoot that. Shot. Shoot that. Pressure him up. I got him! Roll down, man! Come get it! Who's got the ball?
Help.
Who's got the ball?
Give him that.
I see him.
Oh, that's all right, man. Good look. Oh, mouse in the house. Take that.
Hey, come to me. Shut up. Hey, man.
Do that to him. Oh, y'all move around.
That's all right. Good look.
Help.
Who's got the ball? Come around. Come get it. Right there, baby.
I got you. Oh.
Set up. Come get it. Good look. Get through.
Rebound. I got you. Oh. I got your help. I'm on. I got ball.
That's all you, man. I got him. That's all you.
That's all right, man. Good look. I got ball. You got it. Hey, don't worry. Keep taking that.
All right, here we go.
Oh, mouse in the house. Take that.
That's all right, man. Good look.
Help.
Whose bad is that?
I got you. Oh. I got ball. Let me grab it. Way to take that strong. Hey, good board. Handles. Come back at you. Oh! I got it. I got your help. I'm open. I got him. Don't let him get it.
Keep taking that.
He's open. I got him. Get out of the way. I touched it. I got it. Through him. Rebound. Hey, who's watching him? Set up, set up. Hey, Samuel.
On the way, on the way.
I see him.
Hey, get this, come around. That's all right, man. I got ball. Come around. Hey, get dribble. Run the ball, run the ball. Shot up, shot.
Yo, set it up. Hey, swing it. Hey, that's a good one.
Hey, come around.
Set it up. Don't let him get it.
Come back at you. Oh! I got your help. You got him.
Down low.
Hey, I'm down low.
Stay there. Pressure him up.
Get there. There you go. That's all day. Come back at you. Oh! I got your help. Okay. Go back on top. There you go. That's all you. Get there. Come on, pass him out, man. Don't worry about it. Keep shooting that. Oh, mouse now. Stay there. Good look. Woo!
I gotta stay on him. Stay there. Don't let him get it.
Don't worry. Keep shooting.
I got ball. Shut up.
Hey, put it back in. What you got? Way to take that throw. Oh, mouse now. Stay there. Good look.